Hi everyone. So we are going to be unboxing my latest shipment from Aeroid Asia. There are a lot of different plants that I have not ordered from them that we've not unboxed together before in this box. However, I'm a little bit annoyed with DHL. So today is a Thursday. Last Thursday at 8 a.m., this box of plants arrived here in the Dallas area at their facility. And for whatever reason, it did not get delivered until today, a full week later it's almost 6 o'clock at night. So also the lighting's probably gonna get a little bit weird in here. I may have to turn on the overhead lights. So we're just gonna see how far we can get before we lose daylight going through this box. But yeah, I am so annoyed. I'm very concerned that we are about to open a bunch of dead plants. I'm really hoping that is not going to be the case. But let's just go ahead and get into this. And I actually am noticing that there is a sticker on this that says service alert, priority, perishable plant shipment, earliest possible transit and delivery required. So why it sat there for a week, I do not understand. So I did go ahead and get this cut open. I did not remove the paperwork, which sometimes I like to do that just because sometimes I forget what I ordered and I need to reference it. But let's go ahead and see how this goes as well. Considering Theo is in here, and when I'm messing around on the island, lots of times he tries to jump up here, so let's just hope he does not try to get up here and get in the plants. Everything in this box is like, the paper's limp. It's not usually like that. I guess that's a good sign, maybe, that things are still moist. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what we are going to be looking at here, but there is a plant in here. I believe I mentioned in a recent video to you guys that is a very, very hot plant right now. And so I definitely wanted to make sure that you guys got to see that one. Now these are all going to be for inventory for the plants that I'm selling. I'm not keeping any of these. Oh God, this is massively damp. So damp. Okay, and once again, as usual, I did order multiples of some of these plants. I'm not going to open them all with you right now. I just want to show you like one of each. So let's go ahead, and I did get a bunch of Manjula pothos, so Epiprimnum manjulas. So let's go ahead and get one of these open and see how it's looking. I do have a bunch of things of water set aside already back here because these plants are desperately needing to get into water, but I'm worried we're gonna have a bunch of dead leaves on everybody. Okay. All right, good news is no dead leaves. We do have one slightly damaged yellow leaf, but that's okay. Beautiful variegation on these leaves, gorgeous. Let's see how these roots are looking. This is the longest I have ever had to wait, or the longest I guess plants have ever had to be in a box coming from Aeroid Asia to me. I don't even remember when they originally left. I'll flash up on the screen for you how long they've been in here, how many days in total, so you have a good idea of why perhaps things look the way they do as we go along here today. Good news is the wrapping around the roots still feels moist, not like dry. But then again, the other problem, you guys, is like the longer it stays wrapped in like wet towel like this, the more likely too you are to have increased amount of rot because it's wrapped in this and wrapped in saran wrap, and those roots are not getting any oxygen when that's happening. And just a reminder that root rot is actually caused by lack of oxygen, suffocation of the roots. It's not actually caused by the water. Once again, I am going to do an upcoming video here. I think you'll probably get it next week on kind of going into the details of root rot and root rot when it's wet rot versus root rot when it's dry rot. Okay, so good news is these don't look too bad. Some of the finer ones on here are definitely rotted, but pothos in general have very thick roots, and the thicker roots on here look good. It is, however, feeling quite a bit dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this popped into water. But all in all, it could have been a lot worse. Let me grab a jar. Okay. And this is a little bit big for this. I might just put all of these in that one and then pour some of that water out so it's not, the leaves aren't submerged or anything like that. Okay, so let's see here. So this is another Manjula, so we will wait and open that one. Not now. I did get some more Red Andersons, Philodendron Red Andersons. Now just a reminder, the one that I did previously get from them, I bought for myself for my personal collection. So these are the first ones I'm getting for inventory. So let's go ahead and open one of these and see how it fared, because in that order where I got mine, nope, Theo, you can't come up here while we doing this. You stay down there, be a good boy. So in that order where I got mine, that shipment got delayed too. That's the one that randomly arrived on a Sunday, and a lot of the leaves had died on a lot of those plants, and those were in a box for like 8 days. So for example, here we do have some leaf loss that just got, there's even more up in there. Let me cut this open so we can see just how many leaves we lost. So that was kind of my concern with the Red Andersons, because the pink princesses and the Red Anderson in that order lost a bunch of leaves. So it looks like we've lost 2, 3 off of this one, but we still have 3 left, and ooh, looking beautiful. Look at that new one. That hasn't even fully hardened off yet. Oh, I love it. And I will tell you guys, mine is doing great, and the roots are so bright red. Like, I'm obsessed with them. They're so beautiful. I absolutely love it. It did have that new leaf come in. I did post about that a while back on my community tab. That leaf is almost fully hardened off now, and it looks like it's starting to push out another one back behind it. So super happy about that. Let's see how these roots are doing. Oh, woo! Oh, not a good smell. Not a good smell. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, that is not good. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that is massively dry. I'm probably gonna have to restart this in water. Oh, that smells horrible. Oh, smells like rotting ickiness, you guys. And the stem down here is like really, really dry and hardened off. Oh, well, the good news here is, you guys, if something like this ever happens to you, like all of this is looking really dry. I don't know how well you can tell on camera. Like, look at that. That is not good. That is mushy. But the good news is there's a good node here. So if I restart this in water, I should be able to get roots out of that. Oh, that is just depressing. So upsetting. So upsetting. Oh, that's so gross. Look at that. Oh, no wonder it smells horrible. Okay, I'm going to get a different container since this one is so bad off to put this in. Okay, so this is definitely way worse off than mine was. And I will say mine rehabbed pretty well. And even though I dry rotted all of the pink princesses with everything that was going on in my life around that time, the Philodendron Red Anderson actually did fine, because I was worried that I had dry rotted that one too. But somehow I got lucky and didn't. There's another Manjula. There's another Red Anderson. This one looks really small. Oof. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to open all of each kind on there. I think there's only 3 Red Andersons in here anyway. But I kind of just want to see, since this one is so much smaller, like how it did. Because if that one lost that many leaves, if this one had less leaves to begin with, it may have no leaves now. And I have called DHL every single day, you guys, since this package got here. Like, I have had them escalated up the chain, like all this other stuff. And nobody, even when I called today, could tell me why it was sitting here for a week with nothing happening. And they did tell me that it actually was loaded on a truck, or it said it was loaded on a truck the Thursday that it got here, so a week ago, and then it was taken off the truck. Nobody knows why though. All right, as I suspected, this one had less leaves. Looks like it only had 3, and 2 of them have died. So we are down to 1 leaf, and that is the newest leaf. It also looks like it was not completely hardened off, but it is looking a little yellow. And this one, obviously, as you can see, is so much smaller. I'm really hoping I'll be able to salvage it in water. When they're really small like this, I can make it a little bit more difficult sometimes. Let's see what we're working with. I'm just preparing myself for the bad odor again, too. Okay, so the bad news is this one looks like it also had very few roots to begin with. I don't know about this one, you guys. This one is a bit of a question mark. This is completely mushy again. It's not totally splitting like the last one, but it's equally as mushy. And I mean, these roots are toast. They're just drier than dry. I mean, this is so disappointing. Like, this is disappointing. I'm not too worried about it. Like if I reach out to DHL, first of all, they told me if anything's damaged to reach out to them. So I will be reaching out to them and or Aeroid Asia, letting them know kind of like what happened. I don't know that this one's going to be salvageable, but we're going to try. We always try. All right. Let's see. Let me see what else we've got first. This is just, let me find the other Red Anderson just because I'm super nervous, you guys. Okay, here it is. Let me just see how bad off this one is. And then we'll be done with those. This is so depressing. And not only because it's going to take that much longer for me to like get to the point where I can sell these, but I mean, some of them, like I said, that last one may not even be viable, period. Okay. Okay, good news is, doesn't look like we lost, no, one leaf, and looks like there's one that's yellowing. But other than that, the leaves are good, better in this one than the other ones. See how the roots look. So far, cotton. So far I've had an easy time finding the edge of the saran wrap for once. I haven't had to really cut anything yet from that standpoint. All right. Let's see here. Voila. That one smells even worse. Yep. Toast. Those roots are complete and total toast. Okay. I think we'll be able to salvage this one though, because there are plenty of healthy nodes up here. So getting this in water, we should be doing pretty good. We'll say the variegation, well, the last one, we don't really know how great the variegation is because we lost all but one of the leaves, but the variegation on this one and that first one are looking great. Okay, so that's it for those. All right, let's see here. Oh, I forgot I got those. Okay, Theo. This is going to be an ongoing thing, you guys. Let me give him a little more food. Maybe that will distract him. Okay, he's eating now. So I did order some more Anthuriums in this and a different kind. This is the one that I can't really pronounce well, but I will flash it up on screen for you. This is one of the Anthuriums that was on my top Anthurium list. And I did see one of these for the first time in person for sale at Nicholson Hardy when I did that plant shop tour. And I'm really hoping, because Anthurium have the thicker, chunkier roots, that maybe it's fared better, but we'll see. Make sure, okay, we didn't lose any leaves in there. We do have some slight damage on that leaf, but oh, look at those leaves. I love the shape of these leaves, you guys. And I will try and find a picture. Well, I have a picture. I'll show you a picture of a mature version of these and kind of what they look like. Absolutely love this. Obviously, Anthuriums are new territory for me. You guys know my silver blush was the first one I had. It's doing fabulously now after I almost killed it when I first got it. And all of the Clarinerviums from the last order are still doing fine. And they started to push like new roots so quickly. I was very impressed. They haven't been in my cabinet once again at all. And so I'm probably just going to try to leave this one out of the cabinet as well. But if I see like it looks like it's doing anything funky, I will definitely put it in the cabinet. Now, the good news is I can see right up here at the top that we have white, healthy, chunky roots. So I think we might be doing okay with these Anthurium. But let's get the wrapping off of these roots just to find out for certain. And also, you guys, I've not placed any more new orders yet because I haven't been moving my plants quite as quickly as I thought I was going to. But the good news is now I have a great amount of inventory for the next upcoming shops that I'm going to be, pop-up shops that I'm going to be doing. And I have a good variety of different types of plants as well after having received this order. Let's see here. Everything in here kind of smells funky. I think it's just like coming off of everything, not necessarily like, well, definitely was coming off of those last ones we unwrapped, but I don't think it's coming off of this one while I'm unwrapping it. I think it's just now the odor is just there from everything in here. Man, there's a lot of paper on this one. Okay, just about got this off of here. Okay, good news is for the most part, these roots look very healthy. They are, however, very dry, very, very dry. Oof, to the point where some of these are rotted here. And my bigger concern right now actually is that the stems feel so dry. Oh, poor babies. Okay. Bunch of dead stuff on this one. All right. I am going to grab another thing of water from behind me to put the Anthuriums in. I am just going to try to get this stuff off of here because I don't want it like rotting once it gets rehydrated in the water. And I am, you guys, going to leave these in water much longer. I'm not just going to do 24 hours. It's not going to be enough when they have been in a box this long and they are like this dry. Like, not happening. And I am going to make sure that I am changing the water every day and removing any more of this kind of stuff because a lot of this is going to loosen up more once this gets water on it. And hopefully things go okay. But that is just a gorgeous Anthurium. I love it. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Are you done eating, Theo? Can you not jump up here, please? Thank you. Okay. We do have some more Monstera albos. Once again, these have chunky roots, so I would think maybe they would do well like the Anthurium. However, the last few times I have ordered albos, they have all but one in each order has come in with massively rotted roots to the point where I had to restart some of them in water. Oh, you know what? This is not a Monstera albo. I take that back. I can read. I ordered a bunch of Syngonium albos, you guys, and this is not looking so hot. Nope. Nope. That is not pretty. That is not a pretty sight right there. All right, well, we've lost 1 leaf, 2 leaf, 3 leaf, and every single other leaf is yellowing. I mean, the variegation on this leaf right here was gorgeous, but yeah, not good. Not good at all. Okay. Good news up here, we do have a start of a very healthy, nice kind of root that, I don't know if it was just that way before they packaged it up or what, but I'm willing to bet roots, I mean, look at that. Like, no. I'm willing to bet the roots down here in the bottom are not looking that hot. But let's find out. Where is the start of the saran wrap? I can't find it on this one, so we're going to have to cut. No, Theo, you can't come back up here. If you guys hear things in the background, Theo is being Theo. He is rubbing on boxes and all kinds of other stuff. You stay out of the plants though, sir. Okay, he's looking out the window now. Also, if you hear weird knocking noises, I'm pretty sure my refrigerator is on its last leg. Not at all what I need to be dealing with right now, but it has been making all kinds of weird freaking noises. Very loud, like sometimes it scares me, it's so loud. I'm like, whoa, what was that? I have no idea what's causing it. I mean, it is like, I don't know, like a 12-year-old fridge. I mean, it still seems like it's in good shape, but mechanically, you know, I'm sure stuff is not working as good as it used to. I really just hope I don't have to need to buy a new one. I really hope I don't even have to have this one fixed or anything. Okay, really, really long roots here, you guys. Look how long that is. That is probably like the longest roots. By the way, no. But these roots don't look too bad. All the little fine roots that were coming off of the main roots are definitely dry and rotted. Theo, you're killing me. But the rest of them look good. So I am going to put these in a separate thing. Down, Theo. You need to learn the word down or off or both. Off. Go down. Go off. Go off. Good boy. Okay. So I got that guy in there. I think I got like 10 of those. So like I said, I'm not gonna make you watch me unwrap all of them. I will probably just do a rapid fire opening after this and show them to you just so we can see if anybody died. Basically, there's another Manjula. There's another one of the Syngoniums. Okay, let's open this. This is a Philodendron variegated Burl marks. So I have ordered one of these before, and it rehabbed fabulously. I just sold it at the second to last pop-up shop that I did. And let's see how this one's looking. And we did lose 1 leaf in there. But okay, all in all, this one's looking pretty good. The lighting is going to get super weird right now. I'm sure you guys can see because it is now the sun is able to come directly through that west-facing window. I am so sorry, you guys. I can see how blown out it is on the camera down here. All right, we're going to do our best. I may just have to do a lot of the close-up footage for you guys if that even works. I mean, oh, this is ridiculous. All right, so the variegation on here is looking good. Pretty good. There's a lot of leaves there, so that is good. See if I can find, here we go. See how these roots are doing. Hopefully they have fared pretty well. Because if the leaves look that good, like I tend to think maybe the roots are doing okay. All right. And I don't know where Theo went to. He is probably going to get himself into trouble while I am doing this. This is the first video I filmed where I'm in the kitchen doing something. Since I got him, he's probably like, what is going on? I will say he is not a big fan of like hearing me when I'm editing videos. It took Toby a while to get used to it as well. He was just like, is that you? Why are we hearing you out loud? But Theo really is confused about it. And Theo also is not a big fan of people being on their phones or like necessarily watching TV. I think he just doesn't like the noise. And he will like physically sometimes swat my phone out of my hands in the morning. Like, no, you need to pay attention to me. You need to not be on your phone. It's actually kind of cute. All right, so these roots are not too bad off, you guys. There are some healthy white ones. There are, once again, the little fine roots that are coming off of there are going to be dried out and rotted, not surprisingly, but this doesn't look that much worse than the one I previously ordered, and that one made it here in 7 days, and there's just a ton of roots on here. So I'm pretty happy with this one. I think I'm just going to pop this in with the Manjula over here. So, okay, that's good. You know, the good thing about this guy, you guys, too, is this gives me a really good idea of how well certain plants ship in these situations. So if something is like really, really bad off, like it might be like, okay, maybe I'm not going to order that again in the future because it doesn't ship that well. But obviously that one did fine. And obviously the more roots typically that they have, I keep saying obviously, I don't know why. Typically the more roots that they have, the better odds. Not the better odds. What am I even trying to say, you guys? It's been a long day. The more roots they have, the odds that it's going to have done better than one with fewer roots is good, higher, however you want to say it. All right, we've got a Varicosum we are opening next. I'm not really sure why I bought a Varicosum because, well, I guess probably because I thought I would have sold out of the ones I already have by now, and I haven't. And the Varicosums in general do not ship that well in my experience, so I'm not holding out much hope for how this one's going to look, but we will see. Oh, look at you, proving me wrong. What a mealybug. I do believe that was a mealybug. Oh, yep, we got a few mealies on here. Yeah, it's because of the fuzzy petioles. It's kind of hard to kind of catch them all, I guess, when they're trying to make sure that the plants are pest free, but no big deal. I just get some alcohol, rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip. I actually have some Q-tips already set out just in case back there, and I will just kind of rub all up and down these petioles and anywhere that looks suspicious, and then we should be okay because obviously there's no soil for them to be hiding in, and there's not a lot of places for them to hide on this plant. But yeah, this looks really good. I'm actually impressed with how this is looking considering. See, but I'm pretty sure the roots are probably going to look like complete and total crap. However, the leaves are still looking so good. Maybe I am wrong, but Varicosums have the, well, and Philodendron in general have super fine roots compared to some of these other plants we've opened. Varicosums in particular, they're pretty fine. And so the odds that they have dried out more and suffered more damage is higher. But fingers crossed I am wrong. All right. I will say I'm really glad that this order didn't show up at like 8:45 at night like that one order did that I didn't film the unboxing of for you because it showed up so late. But still, we are going to be pressed for time regarding the daylight. Okay, as suspected, these roots look like crap. These roots look like crap. The stem is starting to yellow down here. It annoys me that there's this large of a gap between the main root system as well, you guys. That drives me nuts. It almost makes me want to just restart this in water so that it can root from up here, which might be what I end up doing because this is toast. I mean, these are bone dry. Like, I don't know. Can you guys see like how shriveled that is? That main root. I mean, it's so shriveled. I don't think this is going to be salvageable. All right, I'm just going to put it in water to start with, and I'll make the call in 2 days or maybe even tomorrow when I see if it's rehydrating enough at all. Because as it is right now, like I pretty much would have to remove everything except for that big thick root, and even that one is so shriveled. I'm actually really, really shocked that it didn't lose leaves because this is a mess. But let's get this. I'm going to put it in a separate one. Okay, it's in water back there, and just to give you guys an idea of how dry those roots are, they're floating. I had to like physically hold them down under the water for a second to get them to stay down because they're just so dry, they want to float. And let's see, so there's another Varicosum. Oh, this is one of those things where, once again, I don't know why I ordered these. I think because they were on sale, and I was like, why not? Because I am wanting, like I said, to have some more variegation. So this is a Philodendron Silver Sword. This is the first time I've ordered this. And I would not have ordered this if it wasn't on sale because they're just so commonplace around here now that in order to offer it for a price where somebody would be like, well, why would I buy it from you when I can just run out to the store, kind of the situation, like it needed to be on sale. And I did get more than one of these, but I think I only got two. I only got two because at least, you know, my brain was thinking probably you might not be able to sell these very quickly, but I did just want to have, like I said, some more variety because I did also, you guys, finally get a space at a local farmer's market. So I can do that on any weekend I want to, basically. And it's only $40 per farmer's market, basically. So that's not that bad. Like most of my plants, like I would have to sell 2 plants to make my money back. But that would be better because there would be foot traffic coming through, better than me just trying to schedule a pop-up and then advertise it somewhere, if that makes sense. So I will definitely let you guys know how that goes when I do the first one. I haven't fully decided what day I'm going to do that on yet. And unfortunately, we are hitting 100 degrees plus this week at the end. Well, I think it's tomorrow is going to be the first day that's like that. And obviously, I don't really want to be outside pushing plants in that heat, and the plants are not going to want to be in that heat either. But this is a very beautiful looking silver sword here. I do feel like there are also mealybugs on this one. Not cool, but once again, even if they sterilize them, sometimes it's hard to always catch mealies because they hide down in the crevices and everything between the leaves, and then they've been in this box long enough to be making babies. So not going to be surprised if we see a lot more bug action on these than we have on previous orders. I did discover a few mealies on some of the plants in the last order after I had filmed that unboxing. But once again, it was just mealybugs, and it was easy enough to just, like I said, kill them with a little rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip, and then I just keep a close eye on it. If I see anything else popping back up, I do the same thing again, and then by that time, usually it's good. No more problem. So we didn't lose any leaves on this. That's good. And it has a nice number of leaves, so that makes me happy. Ugh. 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 Mealybugs. So once again, hardly any roots on here to begin with, so we weren't really set up for success from that regard. This is pretty dried out. It's maybe not quite as bad dried out as that last one we opened, but still not good. This is probably going to be a restart in water one too. But once again, I am super impressed that the leaves have held on so well. They are definitely quite flaccid. They're very floppy. They're not very hydrated. So I'm going to pop this in with that Varicosum real quick. Okay, so let's see. So these ones I'm setting aside over here are that plant that I was telling you about that is super popular right now. Everywhere I turn around, people are just talking about it, and I'm going to save that one for last. This one, there's another variegated Burl marks. Here is a Syngonium Army. Oh, let's see how this one fared. So this was one of those flash sale plants that they do. Just a reminder, every Monday they do a flash sale, and you can buy the plants, and it's you see the actual picture of the plant you're getting in a lot of those situations with the flash sale. So this was one of those situations. It looked beautiful in the photo. Let's see how it looks now. after being in this box for so long. And these are the first Syngoniums that I have ordered from Aeroid Asia, so this is my first experience with how well they ship, and so far not very well it seems. So we have lost pretty much all of our leaves. Fabulous. Oh, you guys. You aren't even going to be able to tell what this plant usually looks like because it's just completely yellow. I'll try and find one to flash up on screen for you, but it is a very beautifully variegated Syngonium. This is so depressing. I'm not happy about this. Oh, let's see about the roots. I was having such an easy time starting the saran wrap on the first view, and now it just wants to be a pain. Theo, no! You are not supposed to be up there on the plant table. Get down. Sorry about that, you guys. This is usually his playtime. It's not my fault that they decided to deliver this package during your playtime, but we've got to get everybody saved, rescued, rehabbing, all the things. Ah, Theo, no. Theo. You be good. Well, now he's watching this move and looking at it like it's a toy, so let's hope he doesn't just try to jump up here again and attack it or something. No, it's not a toy. It is not a toy. Neither is the paper coming off of the roots. You go get him one of those, like, battery-operated, like, mechanical mouse things that just roams around on its own to entertain him while I'm doing stuff like this, I guess. I will play with you when I'm done. You know I will. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys this. I don't think I filmed it. Oh, this was 2 plants too. I forgot. This is even worse because now we have 2 plants with horrible. Oh, but there is new leaf coming in, you guys, right here. Okay, that's good. And the roots aren't too bad. There's some good roots up here. See? Okay, I feel a little bit better about it. I forgot it was a twofer deal. Ugh. Oh my gosh. But this is totally rotted root right there. Ugh. All right, well, put this in with the other Syngonium over here. So yeah, what I was saying was, I don't think I've done a video since this happened, but I was playing with Theo. There is a new leaf on here too, you guys, so that's good. I was playing with Theo with his string toy that I got him at, we play with it in the morning after he has breakfast. We play with it at night after he has dinner. And then I just leave it out for him. I've never had a problem with any of my cats before just leaving their toys out. They don't, like, I don't know, accidentally do anything. There's nothing that's, like, harmful to leaving them out. Because I know lots of times, especially with dogs, like certain dog toys, you're told keep an eye on them and put it away when you're not able to watch them, just because there could be a choking hazard or something like that. Never had this problem before. Toby did like to chew through the strings on his string toys sometimes, but he never tried to eat them. Theo, however, literally stopped playing with him for 5 minutes, was sitting there on the couch next to him. He was playing with his string toy on the floor by himself, and I was like, what is he? There's a weird noise going on. And I looked down. I was just responding to an email for 5 minutes. I looked down, and the entire part of the string toy that attaches the actual toy part to the wand was gone. He was chewing on it, and it was gone, you guys. I looked for it everywhere. Like, I looked under the couch, under the coffee table. He ate it. Totally ate it. He seems to be fine. It has been, I guess, 4 days ago now that this happened. I've just been keeping an eye out for signs that, you know, it's stuck in there or something. But the little bit that was left was like frayed and coming apart. Like, I think it's designed to kind of break apart easily if something like that happens. So hopefully everything will be okay, but he does not get to play with his toys when mom's not there anymore. They get put up out of Pa's reach, and he's not very happy about it. All right, next plant. We have a Philodendron Jose Bono. And this will be the second time I've ordered one of these from them. You guys seeing all this discoloration right here? It's not a good sign, not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. All right. All right, we definitely have some dead leaves. Not surprising. Ugh. Ugh, that one's all stuck on there. Ew. All right, well, this is definitely a bigger one than the last one I got. Newest leaf is not fully hardened off. Variegation looks pretty decent. Let's see how the roots are looking. The last time I got one of these, it kind of was very similar to the Burl marks, variegated Burl marks that we opened a second ago. The roots were very similar. It fared pretty much the same as that one in transit. So since that one looked okay, that Burl marks variegated one, hopefully the roots on this guy will be okay as well. Oh no. Nope, not as good. Not as good at all. At all. Oh my gosh, stuck on my hand. Okay, these are bad off. Really bad off. Ugh. I don't know if you guys can see, like, it's so much rot. It's because they got so dry. There are some of the larger roots are good. This is just going to be one of those ones where I'm going to have to rehydrate it, and then I'm going to have to check after it's rehydrated and see how much root is salvageable before I decide if I'm going to restart it in water or not. But that is a shame. Ugh, this is just nasty. I'm going to go rinse this, like, stuck off leaves off of this real quick. Okay, I popped that in with the Varicosum. Let's see here. Here's another silver sword. Another Jose Bono. Some more Syngonium Albos. These ones are really small. They probably did not fare so well. Plus they're further down in this box. Okay, here's the Monstera Albos. I knew I got a few of those. And then there's another one of the Anthuriums. Okay, so we're going to open one of these Monstera Albos, and then we will open the plant that I told you is, like, so popular right now. Like, everybody is going crazy for them. One of several plants, honestly. Like, I feel like right now, at least in my area, everybody is, like, hot to trot over the Philodendron caramel marble. I honestly am not, like, the biggest fan of most of the ones I've been seeing people have in this area for sale. Oh, this is not looking good, you guys. Ugh. Look at this. That is a lot of leaf loss. Ugh. Gross. And like I said, the last few times I've ordered these, only like one of them has had good enough roots not to, to have to restart in water. Oh my god, it's just like rotted. Okay, well, while I get these roots unwrapped, like I was saying, caramel marble, the ones I have seen in this area, I have not been that impressed with. Now, I have seen pictures on Instagram and stuff of people who have mature ones that look absolutely gorgeous, but I mean, how long did it take to get to that point? Was it that variegated when it was smaller, like all the ones I'm seeing around here? I don't know. I just am not a big fan of the ones, like I said, that I've been seeing around here. It's just not, they look kind of muddy to me. I don't like the way muddy plants look. And so, or muddy colored, that's just how I feel about them. So I'm not the biggest fan. And to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of the next plant that we're going to open either. I think I like it better than the caramel marble, but just my 2 cents. And once again, it kind of just depends too on how the variegation turns out on it, because it is a variegated philodendron as well. If you think you might know what variegated philodendron it is that we're going to be opening next, comment down below with your guess. This is not good, you guys. I mean, can you see like how brown this is? I mean, just look, it's bad. It's bad. It's so bad. I mean, look at all that just broke off in there. Disgusting. Disgusting. Totally, totally rotted. And this is what I was saying. I think I started to say this earlier when I thought we were opening this, and it turned out we were opening the Syngonium instead. But this plant has very thick roots and robust roots, just like the Anthurium. But for some reason, they come in more rotted a lot, 90% of the time. And these are like bad rotted. Ugh, look at this. It's just breaking off. Like in this situation, you guys, ideally what I need to do, and I probably will do that. I think I will wait. Oh, I don't want to wait because I got to get everything else out of here. All right, so what I'm going to do, there's still a bunch of toilet paper stuff. By the way, I'm pretty sure this is just toilet paper, the closer I inspected it the last time y'all were asking me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in water just by themselves, and then after I'm done filming, I'm actually going to take them out and remove all of this like severely rotted stuff that is just falling off like this, and then put it back into fresh water, because with this much rot, I don't want it just sitting there and contaminating the water. So, but for now, I'm going to pop it in another one of these containers back here. Let me get these dead leaves off as well. Ugh. Oh, so much leaf loss. And you can see these are also yellow. I mean, the variegation looks good though. Like, that's a beautiful leaf right there. But yeah, and there's a new leaf coming in, but not happy, you guys, not happy. Okay, how's the lighting doing, you guys? I'm so sorry if this video is just a hot mess, but okay. Anybody guess what this was going to be? We have 3 of them, and they're varying in size kind of drastically. What we are about to unwrap, and I will unwrap the biggest one first, is a Philodendron strawberry shake. Super popular right now. Another one that's super popular that I wanted to order some of, and I didn't yet because I was going to place another order, but once again, I wasn't moving inventory as quickly, and I was going to order some more of these in the next order, but I wanted to see how they looked in the shipment before I decided to order more. So let's see how we fared. Okay, we did lose 1 leaf, but that's all. And I will say that is some beautiful variegation on that leaf right there. Absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't have quite as much of the pink that sometimes you see, and I think sometimes I see that more with more mature ones. This is the newest leaf here. It has not hardened off yet. It does not look very variegated, but that is okay. It has also been in a box for however long. I mean, who knows? That leaf could have opened up completely in the time that it's been in this box. Ew. More mealies, you guys. Can you see them? I'll try to zoom in as much as I can. Mealybug right there. Oh, so annoying. And see, that's because they're hiding down in these petioles, like, or the petiole sheathings. Ugh. Ooh, I do not want to have to deal with this. Okay, let's see how these roots are doing. And I will let Aeroid Asia know that there's been quite a few mealybugs in this, because obviously if this got inspected and that was found, not good. They will destroy on site here for certain pests, so not happy about that. Okay. And just not happy about it because I don't know where the heck I'm going to quarantine all these away, because I'm kind of running out of space here. I suppose maybe I could put them up in my workout room in those windows, but those are northern facing windows, and well, it is the time of year where more light's coming in, but I would rather have them in a brighter location than that. So I am just going to have to be very diligent in cleaning all of these down after I get this all unpackaged. It's going to be a late night for me, I'm sure. Okay, so these roots are not looking great, kind of as anticipated. The larger roots, once again, are looking somewhat okay. At least we're not like the Red Andersons. We're not up here on the stem is not horrible. So we're just going to rehydrate and see how it turns out. I am going, mealybugs. I am going, where do I even want to put this one as mealy? I need a different container. I'm going to get a different container. Theo, no. Nah. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Don't even think about it, Theo. Be good. I'm almost done. Be good. Okay, I just wanted to get a different vessel to put these ones in, since I know it has mealybugs. I don't want to put it in with something else that hopefully does not have mealybugs. And that is actually quite a large amount of roots on here. So I might have to do separate glasses for each of these if it looks like there's mealybugs on all of them, which I wouldn't be surprised if that one had it, that the other ones would. So yeah, super popular plant right now, highly expensive. I forget what the going rate is. I'll flash up on screen what that will probably be priced for you guys. And, you know, give me your thoughts. Do you think it's like worth the hype? Anybody own one? What's your experience been? Let me know what you think. All right, I am going to open the smallest one of these as well, because I want to see how that fared. Did lose a leaf, at least one. Looks like it lost several. Ah, Theo, no! Sorry, you guys. He decided he was gonna get up on the table and try to drink water out of one of the propagation vessels that I have over on the table in the kitchen. I swear. I think he just does this stuff to try to get my attention when he wants to play, because now he went over by where we usually play. Okay, so we did only lose the 1 leaf on this one, but unfortunately it only had 3 leaves to begin with. This one is looking a little bit questionable. I think that is the newest one. and not a lot of variegation, and a tiny, tiny plant, which kind of annoys me. I would prefer if they were all the size of that one we just opened, especially considering the pricing. Let's see how the roots are on this one that's smaller. There's not a lot of root, and it is bone dry. So this one is probably going to have to be a restart in water situation. Yeah, I mean, this is all dead. That is all dead. Stem's not mushy though, so at least there's that. And I think it's small enough I can squish it down in with the other one, even though that one had a lot of roots. Maybe. Cooperate, please. All right, let's see how bad off this last one is, because these were the priciest, well, yeah, I guess kind of the priciest. The Albos might have been a little bit more expensive plants in this shipment. And the ones that I was most excited about, because like I said, very popular right now, and not a lot of people are selling them in this area, so really wish this shipment hadn't gotten delayed as long as it did. And we have lost a lot more leaves off this one. There's 2, 3, 4. That variegation though right there is very nice. Little half moon variegation, but now we are back to being just a baby plant. I'm telling you guys. So not happy. I'm really not happy that they couldn't explain to me why it got pulled off the truck and then sat there for this long, especially when I was calling literally every single day, some days twice a day, and everybody kept telling me they were escalating it up the chain to find out what was going on. And then the guy I talked to yesterday was like, well, I'm looking at the notes. Nobody's done a real escalation. I'll do a real escalation for you. And then today it finally gets delivered. So I don't know what everybody else meant when they were saying they were escalating it. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. Like, for the longest time, nobody could even tell me where it was. Okay, let's get those off of there. And once again, not a lot of roots, and they are very, very, very dry, like the last one we opened. I didn't even look for mealies on this one. There's a new leaf coming in. This petiole that it came out of is disgustingly rotted though. There we go. All right, well, only time will tell how that goes. Get that one into the water. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna open up all of these, and then I will catch back up with you and show you anything that's looking, you know, crazy, or perhaps crazy good, since it would be nice to have something that looks crazy good in here. Okay guys, I am opening the second Monstera Albo. Wow. That smell is horrible. This is the worst smell out of anything I've opened so far in here. Oh my god. It stinks. I can barely even get this off, like, ugh. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, gross. So gross. Oh yeah. Bad, 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 bad situation. Bad situation. So gross, you guys. Look how rotted that is. Oh my god, that's so nasty. Ugh. Okay, once again, just gonna put it in water for now, remove the dead leaves. Variegation looks pretty decent on this one as well. Definitely slightly more mature leaves. Like, oh, it's just a shame that that's all messed up. Let me see. Hopefully we don't have mealies. Oh, we do. We've got mealies. Can't with this. All right, I'll catch back up with you again in a second. All right, you guys, second Anthurium. Not looking so hot. It did lose a leaf, and this leaf is not looking good, which just leaves it with 2 leaves, but it did have a flower on it that is also now dead, so we're gonna pop that off there. But other than that, the roots actually still look pretty good. There are a few more rot situations on this one than on the first one, but all in all, like, not as bad as it could have been. This one's just broken from when they packaged it, but pretty impressed with that. All right, I'm gonna keep plowing through here and see how everybody else is looking. Well, you guys, I do believe we have our first full casualty. This is a Syngonium Albo, or I guess I should say it was a Syngonium Albo. It is definitely not looking like it. It's got mold. Do you see the mold? Honestly, oh my gosh, that is just awful. Look at this, it's all black, like black mold stuff. Ugh, gross. Gross. That is the first plant. That is officially dead. Officially dead. Not happy. All right, I'm going back to it. Let's hope the next few Syngonium aren't this bad off. This is starting to get more depressing the further I go, you guys. Here's the next Syngonium I just opened. I mean, more mold. Not good. Not good at all. And here's yet another casualty of a Syngonium. I just expect they're all gonna be trash now. But we're gonna find out. Stay tuned. Rest in peace, Syngonium Albos. I'm sure you were once beautiful before DHL made you sit in a warehouse for a week. I may be being a little bit overly dramatic, you guys, but you know what I mean. This is obviously not an ideal situation. I do believe this was the last of the Syngonium, so hopefully we will have some alive plants that I will be opening next for my own mental health state, because this is very depressing. Alright, you guys, so I've been opening all of the remaining Manjula pothos next, and so far we were doing pretty well until I got to this one. This one is by far the worst off. It has the most rotted roots. It is 2 little vines here, which is nice, but yeah, it is not good. Now, thankfully, they have only been losing 1 or 2 leaves each, but this was also kind of the smallest one out of the bunch, and maybe that has something to do with it, but yeah, not great. This one's definitely gonna have to be a restart in water. Well, you guys, I did not actually open all of the albos. This is officially the last one, so let's just get this depressing thing out of the way. Oh my gosh, it has an alive leaf. All right, that is exciting, thankfully. So we have 2, 3 that have, I guess, sort of alive leaves, because that first one, or was it the Syngonium Army, didn't really have, like, they were all yellow. Okay, well, at least this one has a green leaf. Let's see if the roots look good. I'm willing to bet probably not great. And that leaf is pretty well variegated. It's not crazy variegated. Theo, he is getting naughtier by the second, you guys. He is not happy with me. You be good. You be good. No, do not get up there again. Keeps trying to jump on the table in the kitchen with all of the plant inventory plants on it. No, I swear, you guys. I see you. Stay off of everything, please. Okay, these roots are not that bad. This is better. This is better. I'm feeling better about this one. Okay, I'm glad the last one we opened, not totally dead looking and just ugh situation. All right, I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to open, and these are all ones where the ones we opened before actually looked pretty good. So let me just open them real quick and I'll let you know how everything's looking, or if anything looks, you know, horrible. Wish me luck. You guys, I don't even know what to say about this. This is the second Varicosum that I opened. The leaves are still green. Didn't lose any leaves. That's great. They are super flaccid, very floppy. And that might be because there's literally like 0 roots on this. And the ones that are there are completely dead. I mean, this is definitely a restart in water. This just annoys me because I just don't feel like they should have shipped me this in the first place. There's not enough root on this plant. So this really kind of aggravates me. Like, I'm definitely going to reach out to Aeroid Asia about this because that's ridiculous. And there is some that broke off in the tissue over there, but there's just basically no roots on this. This plant like didn't even like stand a chance of being able to be like a plant that could be potted up in the next few days. So not happy. I'm going to open the last Varicosum here now, see if it's in better shape. All right, once again, you guys, no roots. Look at this. And it's not a case of they broke off in the tissue paper. There's just no roots. I don't know what the heck. Like, this is worse than anything I've ever gotten from them before. Like, normally if there's just a few roots, they're still healthy, and there's more than what we're seeing here. Like, this is really kind of ticking me off a lot. So between the few plants where it is, in my opinion, Aeroid Asia's fault, not that the plants are dry or the roots are dry, but I mean, there were no roots basically. Between those and DHL's nonsense, and obviously Aeroid Asia's fault that these all have mealybugs, because there's another one. Oh my god. This is a trying delivery of plants. So this is definitely gonna have to be restarted in water, and I don't know if you guys can see how woody, and like, this is hollow. Look at that. It's like completely hollow. I don't know, that's so weird. I don't even know. I mean, it only lost 1 leaf by some miracle though. So at least there's that. All right, I'm gonna open the last 3. Hopefully no more surprises. Okay guys, I'm actually wanna show you this because I'm really impressed with this actually. So this is the second Philodendron variegated Burl marks that I had in this order. The plant variegation looks great. We have lost a few leaves and then a lot of them are yellowing. But can you guys see how many different vines this is down here? Look at this. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming off of the main branch or vine down here. And the roots actually still look pretty good. They're not quite as good as they were on the other one, but all in all, not bad. And up here, those branches I just counted off, some of them are branching off even more. So I know it looks not super full because it's kind of been flattened. I'm trying to kind of gently pull them apart. I just don't want to snap anything on accident. Okay, I'm not going to mess with it too much, but that is like actually a very full plant. It will be once it kind of separates a bit. I actually might even separate this out into 2 plants because it is so full, but we'll see. But yeah, I will say these ship fabulously. So if you've been wanting one and been scared to import one, they definitely have done better in every order I've gotten them than most of the other plants that I've ordered have. So super impressed. All right, 2 more to go. Okay guys, well the second silver sword is rather large, tons of leaves on here. I'm pretty impressed with that, but once again, hardly any roots and they're totally dry, but it didn't lose a single leaf. Super impressed with that. This plant has done really well for how long it's been in this box. All right, we got the Jose Bono is the last one I need to open. And then this very depressing unboxing will be complete. Well you guys, it didn't lose any leaves, but kind of disappointed with the level of variegation. So I don't know if you can tell, but I mean, there's hardly any variegation on this. I'm hoping if I get it into more light after I rehab the roots and everything, maybe it will pick up. They're definitely bigger leaves than on the other ones that I've gotten, but just kind of disappointed with the level of variegation. And as you can see here, another big hard half a chunk of old node here. I don't know why they do that, but I guess because it has the aerial root, but the aerial root looks fully rotted. The roots on this one are way worse than on the other one, so that is highly disappointing. But let me get this guy in some water and we'll wrap things up. All right, you guys, well, all in all, it could have been way worse. I'm not happy about it. I am happy that I'm not going to be having to stress out any longer because I've been stressing out for over a week now trying to figure out what was going on with this order and having like I said, call DHL like every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. Although now I am gonna have to deal with the stress of having to reach out to them and try to get compensated for the plants that were not in the best shape and reaching out to Aeroid Asia regarding mealybugs and everything like that. So I don't know. I'm definitely going to be having a glass of wine with dinner tonight, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed getting to see all the new plants, including that Philodendron strawberry shake, and I will definitely let you guys know how the rehabbing on all of these goes because it is going to be a little more intensive than it has been on some of the past orders. So I'll make sure to film all of that and go over all of that with you guys. But thank you so much for joining me today. And if you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to click that like and or subscribe button down below. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next time. Aloha!